what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Dominate Every Aspect. In this week's episode, I wanted to talk about how one should conduct themselves not only as a professional athlete, but just as an athlete in general. And I really wish I didn't have to make this video, but there's been a lot of smack talk, if you will, within competitive bodybuilding over the last few weeks. And I get where it's coming from. I get that it's the competitive nature in us. But just the way that it's been handled, that kind of rubs me the wrong way and kind of paints a bad picture of what it actually is like to compete as a pro and to be an athlete. So behind the scenes, believe it or not, a lot of us actually talk to each other and we actually support each other a lot. So this week, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm going to make a post on 3 individual pros that I'm going to be competing against this upcoming weekend and kind of talk about our relationships over the past so many years, weeks, and months that we've been talking to each other, we've been supporting each other through our bodybuilding careers and through this individual contest prep. The reason why I'm talking about how to conduct ourselves as a professional, and this is coming from one of the youngest professionals out there that's competing this year, is I feel the need to tell the amateurs how it really is, like behind the scenes. And it's not just a bunch of us smack talking each other, it's actually a lot of us supporting each other, believe it or not. And it's guys that we're directly competing against. And why do we have to support each other? Because we know how absolutely grueling it is. You know, it's one thing like for my wife to tell me, you know, you can make it, but it's another thing for another guy who's dieting for, you know, odd amount of weeks, who's been in a caloric deficit, who feels like dog shit, to send me a text or a DM that says, hey buddy, you know, finish the day strong, or you got this, or like, we're almost there. And that's what a lot of it actually is these guys and the professionals. And yes, there is money on the line, but one of the guys that I'm gonna make a post about, Greg Trombley, made a post the other day, and I really, really liked it. I wanted to give it some more airtime. He said for anyone to come backstage and find him at the Yorton. And he said he doesn't care that it's show day, he doesn't care that there's money on the line, because at the end of the day, the relationships are gonna outlast, you know, the prize money, are gonna outlast the championships, are gonna outlast the trophies. And that's what's really most important. So those of you who have never competed before, or for those of you who are competing, you do have to have, yes, you have to have a competitive nature, but let's just save that for the stage. You know, there doesn't need to be elbows thrown, there doesn't need to be pushing and shoving. Yeah, we're all there to beat each other, and like I've told Greg, and Greg will be one of the guys I'm making a post about. I've told Greg, I wanna beat you, man, and he wants to beat me. He's told me that he wants to beat me, but we're there to support each other, and that's the thing. And yes, you know, we can be super competitive, but there doesn't need to be this negative WWE smack talk. This isn't professional boxing. You know, this is a hobby for us at the end of the day, and we don't need to try to downplay anyone else's hard work or say that they're shit or say that they don't have XYZ body parts or things of that nature. So this week, guys, let's look out for some posts that I'm going to be putting out both on Facebook and on Instagram. And this is a spin on how most professionals act. And like I said, this is coming from the youngest professional out there, so I hope that it kind of gives you guys a look at, you know, the level of maturity that we all should have, and hopefully that this kind of keeps going within the sport, because, you know, if you want to be a good representative of natural bodybuilding, if you want to see it grow, you know, we can't have this, you know, mudslinging going on. It's almost like we're having like election day and there's a presidential campaign on the line, having like, whose side are you on? And in reality, we're all on one side. It's called natural bodybuilding, and we want to see it grow, no matter the organization, no matter the weight class, you know, depending on what organization that you're in. So let's just support each other within our journeys, because at the end of the day, is a very, very small group of us out there. And we appreciate, you know, everyone that gives us support, but at the end of the day, we have to pick each other up. And there's only so many of professionals out there that are doing this, and there are only so many that compete at a very, very high level that know what it takes to get there. So at the end of the day, we're all very hard workers. Yes, we want to compete. Yes, we want to win. But at the end of the day, the relationships will outlast any trophy like I said earlier. So as always, guys, keep dominating in every aspect, and I'll see you very soon.